Okay, now let's go for communication principles. Now, communication principles, the first one, it must begins with self. You started. Macam saya cakap tadi lah kan, you wake up early in the morning, so you speak to yourself first, so begins with self. Or even when you have to think about something, it begins with yourself, and then only it involves others. Second one, it involves others, where you share your thoughts or feelings. And then number three, communication must have content and relational dimension. You should have a relational dimension, which is, if you still remember, in the communication process, in the middle, the sender and receiver's experience overlap to each other. Okay, and then you should know communication is complicated. I do understand. Even when I'm talking right now, I can sense that not all of you can understand what I'm trying to say the way I want you to understand it. Okay, so an increased quantity does not increase the quality, and then it is inevitable, irreversible, and unrepeatable. That is why I'm recording this, because if we're doing a lecture online through Zoom or Google Meet, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do the same or I'm going to speak the same thing. Okay, that is why just record so that you can replay it. Okay. Allahu Akbar. Alright, next we are going into intrapersonal communication. So intrapersonal communication is very simple. It's actually communicating with oneself. You are talking and you are thinking within yourself. You have a self-talk. So it is the sender is our relevant organ and the receiver is our brain. Well, the feedback is our brain as well, because we think about it and then we just stimulate what we think, and then we manage it and we never express it out. So person who have good intrapersonal skill is someone who is highly developed self-knowledge. Okay, this person is highly motivated and suitable for a single type of game, individual types of game. So because he's highly motivated, so he or she can motivate themselves. Oh my god, so sorry for that. Okay, how to relate intrapersonal with sports. Okay, motivating oneself no matter in tournament, competition, or training. They can stabilize their own anxiety and they can improve themselves before, during, and after each of the competition. Help to increase the self-knowledge and self-actualization. So it also helps to create the self-awareness among them. Okay, after intra, you have to remember intra is within yourself, while inter is between two people. It's not a mass or group, it is in between two people. So within a relationship, intimate bonding, which means that you have already created the bonding, you have already created the relationship. So evolve within a relationship, which is changes by time. For example, that you have been friend with him or her for about 2 months, 2 years, so it changes by time. Negotiating and defining the relationship. So how to relate it with sports? Well, it increases the bonding between the coach, athletes, working partners, teammates, because you're talking between two persons, right? Okay, help in creating good working or community environment, increase the awareness upon teammates, coaches, and bosses.